Well, I'm sitting here inside of this, lack of better words, house that I've been put up here in the middle of the street in the city. It's supposed to be some kind of artwork, I guess, but I don't know what it's supposed to symbolize, honestly. But that's not the reason I'm here. I'm here because I have done a really great finding. You know our record store that we have here in Sundsvall, called Vinylstallet. They've been having a bit of a sellout. It is a bunch of records that the former owner had that costed then around $5. They've been selling for $1 now for a while, but now the new owner had decided to sell them for 10 cents. Yes, you heard me, 10 cents. That is 1 Swedish krona. And it is around 8 bins, large bins with records. But of course we're not talking about Beatles or Stones here. We're talking pretty much flea market stuff, among with others interesting. But I thought it was interesting to check that out for 10 cents. And I got away with 17 records, which is around $2 totally for 17 records. This 17 Swedish krona. So I'm very satisfied, and I'm going to show these records right here, right now. First off, we have John Paul Young, Love Is in the Air. This one is in most flea market bins, but as I like the title track very much, it's a 70s classic, I thought that I actually got curious with this Love Is in the Air album by John Paul Young. So I thought that why not, for 10 cents I could give it a chance. There's a lot of records here that are typical flea market stuff, but that I have been thinking of, why not? I want to give it a chance, but other records has come between. And I'm thinking that why not, I can buy it later, because it's most likely in every other second-hand bin, and then it never gets to the point where I have bought it. But now when it costs 10 cents. Andy Gibb from 1977, Flowing Rivers. This is another one that are on exactly every thrift store and flea market. Rock Your Baby, George McRae. But that I also have been thinking, I like the title track, so why not check it out. This is a Woody Herman released on Decca and their series of previously unreleased material, uncollected Woody Herman. I have other big band leaders in this series also. Arcadia, So Red the Rose. I have this one on cassette, as many of you have seen, but I felt like I wanted one on vinyl, and for 10 cents I thought, why not? It is such a great album. Normally I don't buy again stuff that I have already in physical format, but I thought that some real classic that I love is fun to have in vinyl also. Dan Hill, Longer Fuse, consisting Sometimes When We Touch. This is Swedish balladeer Torsten Bergman singing the poet Dan Andersson. This is extremely well written lyrics from the nature, extremely well, a real classic in the balladeer genre in Sweden. Another classic when it comes to singing, another balladeer, Fred Åkerström, och Vila vid denna källa, arrangement by jazz musician Geo Riedel, so it's going to be interesting to hear the arrangement. We have another George McRae. This is a self-titled, released in 1975. Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66. Mais Canada is here. We have Flash and the Pan and headlines from 1982, consisting Waiting for a Train. Hipsway, a band that I don't know all that much about, but I heard the single Honey Thief and I thought for 10 cents I could give this one a chance. From 1986. And we have Landscape, not too good looking sleeve, but Manhattan Boogie Woogie. I'm not sure how many of these I might have duplicates of, but I guess I will find out. Boys Brigade, I think I've shown before a single that I have with them called Melody, and this is the album, and it's going to be very, very interesting. This is one of my absolute favorite albums that I have only on cassette, but I wanted so bad to have it on vinyl also. I have complete with the cassette. It's not a copy, it's original cassette. I have all studio albums with Peter Lemark, but I want to have this one on vinyl, närmare gränsen, closer to the border or limit. I think this one is maybe one of the best Swedish albums ever made. And we have a Smokey Robinson SR from 1984. And finally, Peter Goodwin, we're Correspondence from 1983. So, real happy for these. The autumn has been real nice to me when it comes to vinyl, actually, with the mega flea market and the record fair, and now this. When I'm going to have time to listen to all of these, time will tell. So from a grey and autumn-like Sundsvall, I'm saying take care everybody, and so long.